I don't feel like singing today. Government must have power to reverse crypto transactions, says co-chair of Blockchain Caucus. Guess what, Foster? I don't want your f***ing security blanket. We'll get into it right after a word from our sponsor. At this point, most of you should be familiar with today's sponsor, PrimeXBT. As such, they want me to take this time to provide a short update on the PrimeXBT platform. If you remember, they have a fantastic copy trading module where you can follow the strategies of established traders. There has been massive volatility in the market recently, but you can find traders that make money on both sides of the market and follow their strategies. It doesn't matter if the market is going up or down, there are always opportunities. Pay attention to the descriptors. For example, if the word short is contained within the name, it's likely the trader is on the bearish side of the market, and during a falling market, it's better to follow a strategy where the trader leans towards trading bear markets. Register an account with PrimeXBT. Take a look and do your own research. The platform contains many statistics to help determine which trader suits your style, but ultimately it's your decision on how you invest. Remember, any form of investing comes with significant risks, so do your own research. Use promo code SONOFATECH at sign up for a 50% bonus. Welcome back. So we'll go through a little bit of this article just so you guys are up to date, and then we will discuss. Many in the cryptocurrency industry have long demanded that Congress provide regulatory clarity on how it will tax and regulate digital assets. Yes, we want to know, well, how much and why and when you're stealing our currency. That's what we want to know. So yeah, go ahead and get that figured out. Stop trying to figure out this other BS. Jeez, I'm salty today. Democrat, Republican Bill Foster of Illinois, co-chair of the House Blockchain Caucus, said Tuesday that laws must be passed to allow federal courts to identify digital asset holders and then reverse transactions in Bitcoin or other digital currencies, a policy that is anathema to many cryptocurrency investors. I mean, you don't have to use fancy language here. I do know that anathema basically means, against the policies or whatever, against the principles. But yes, nobody in cryptocurrency wants you to reverse a transaction. It's completely transparent. Anybody can go read the transactions. At this point, because of the regulations on the exchanges, you can even tie that to an individual. You have almost complete transparency within the market right now, and the government can see everything you do. Why would they also need to reverse transactions? Unless they want to manipulate the market and give themselves an advantage. You have to be able to go to a court to unmask participants under some circumstances, Foster said during an Axios virtual event Tuesday, adding that cryptocurrencies must be pseudo-anonymous so regulators can see if transactions on the network are fraudulent. It can't be fraudulent. If the transaction is made, it's made and it's recorded on the chain. Ugh. It's none of your business. You can already track it. I don't understand. Different cryptocurrencies exist on a continuum of anonymity. Bitcoin, for instance, is largely anonymous, not really at all anymore, even as every transaction on the network is public for anyone to investigate. However, there are methods of discovering someone's real-world identity by studying its transaction history and searching the internet for instances when Bitcoin user may have accidentally linked their Bitcoin wallet address with personal information. No, it's always linked to personal information now, regulated by every single cryptocurrency exchange that you are even allowed to use. Okay? It's not that in some cases you put it in an email signature. It's that if I go to Coinbase, it's tracked. If I go to crypto.com, it's tracked. If I go to Binance US, it's tracked. It's already tracked. And they can reverse it in a lot of cases like they showed with the pipeline hack. Look, we're going the wrong direction here. We're going the wrong direction. Gets worse. We'll just skip down here a little bit. Of course, Foster argued that such tools are necessary for government to protect itself, American business and individuals from ransomware attacks. Yeah, no. And used to extort millions of dollars from colonial pipelines. And why aren't you figuring out the root cause of that issue, which is your cybersecurity? Why aren't you figuring that out? Now, he does acknowledge, in quote, I've just said 3 things that will drive crypto pursuers berserk, like the trusted third party and so on. But in fact, there's not a technological alternative that I'm aware of, Foster said. For most people, if they're going to have a big part of their net worth tied up in crypto assets, they're going to want to have that security blanket of a trusted third party that can solve that problem. Whatever. Your security blanket. None of us want it. Your security blanket has been broken for a century. It props up the top 1% like yourself, keeps you guys rich, fat, and happy as you manipulate transactions, and it hurts the middle class and lower class and the working class. That's what's really happening here. And because you can't manipulate it and keep it that way and keep oppressing the people, this is what you're trying to do. I don't even know. This will probably get taken down off YouTube. I don't even know at this point. But this is ridiculous. Look, cryptocurrency is about financial freedom to a certain extent. What does financial freedom mean? With great freedom comes great responsibility. That's what it means. It means that there's a responsibility. Your responsibility as a participant within cryptocurrency is to keep track of your own private keys, is to not need a third-party system to control your finances. It's to manage your own money. What does that mean? That means that you have freedom. With freedom comes responsibility. That's the entire point of it. If you remove the responsibility portion of cryptocurrency, you remove the freedom, and vice versa. And that's really the story here. And why do they want to do that? Other than control, I don't really have an answer for you. As it sits right now, though, we've talked about this before, with exchanges that are regulated, that's the way it's going to function. There's no way around it. It's the old Ford Motor Company getting the car towed by a horse to the next gas station. Right now, cryptocurrency participants need access to some sort of centralized exchange to be able to purchase goods and services. Is this inherently evil? No, but it could end up getting a lot of people in trouble. It could end up being something where they start tracking down everybody that has any sort of cryptocurrency. And it could be really interesting. I don't know. It's really odd. I don't get this at all other than from a control aspect, especially when we already know that you can track it all. So if it's traceable and it's taxable, why do you also need to reverse transactions? Send the money back. You got control of the wallet in the case of the pipeline or the exchange. Send the money back wherever you expect it to go. I don't know. Seems easy enough. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next Tuesday. If you enjoyed this content, you can watch more by clicking this playlist up here, or go ahead and subscribe.